The topic that we are going to look today is nothing but boats and streams. So, before going into the concepts of boats and streams and solving various sums, we should know 4 basic concepts in boats and streams. One is the speed of boat in still water, speed of the stream, boat upstream speed and boat downstream speed. Before going in depth into the concept, let's know what is upstream and downstream. So let's say this is a person that is traveling on the boat and then the river is flowing this way. Okay, let's say the boat speed is u and the river speed is v. So what is upstream, downstream? So upstream is nothing but a river is flowing in a direction and you are going in opposite direction to it is nothing but upstream. You are going against it is nothing but upstream. What is downstream? A river is flowing and you are going along with the river. So that is nothing but downstream. So these two concepts you should understand what is it, because lot of problems will be dealing with upstream and downstream. So now let us go into the concept. So you know this is a boat that's going in u kilometers per hour and the river is going in v kilometers per hour. So first let's go from the bottom. So boat downstream speed. So as I told you now, downstream is nothing but your boat as well as the river is going in the same direction, which means your speed and this speed will be added together. So which is nothing but u plus v kilometers per hour. Now next they are asking for boat upstream speed. As I told you, upstream is nothing but your boat is not going in the direction of the stream, it is going in the opposite direction. So it will be u minus v. Next they are telling that speed of the boat in still water. So this is nothing but speed of this plus this is why we do. So directly it's nothing but half a plus b. So when you add this, you can find it out this, it will give you a value of 2v, which is not, we just need the value of v, that's why we are taking it as half a plus b. You don't need to understand how we derive into a plus b, just remember it. So next is the speed of stream, which is nothing but half a minus b. So these 4 concepts and these 4 formulas, you should know it very thoroughly to solve any problems in boats and streams. After knowing all these 4 concepts, it's all about understanding your question better to answer any question in boats and streams. Let's get started with some of questions. So the first question that they're given is, a boy can row upstream 10 kilometers per hour and downstream 20 kilometers per hour. Find the man's rate in still water and rate of current. So when they see this question, a lot of people think that, okay, they didn't ask what is a boat speed or a stream speed. So they are asking, find the man's rate in still water. What is this is nothing but boat speed. So we know that boat speed is nothing but half a plus b. So downstream speed is nothing but 20 kilometers per hour and upstream speed is nothing but 10 kilometers per hour. So half 20 plus 10, which is nothing but 30. 30 by 2, which is 15 kilometers per hour. So we know that the man's rate in still water is nothing but 15 kilometers per hour. What is the next part of the question? They are asking rate of the current. Rate of the current is nothing but stream speed. So we know the formula for it, half a minus b is equal to half 20 minus 10, which is equal to 5 kilometers per hour. They have actually asked the boat speed and the stream speed, but in a different way. So you just read the question 1 or 2 times, you will itself find out it's nothing but a boat speed and stream speed. As we know the formula, directly we substitute it and find the answer. Let's solve another question. The second question that they have asked is, a boat can travel at a speed of 13 kilometers per hour in still water. If the speed of the stream is 4 kilometers per hour, find the time taken by the boat to go 68 kilometers downstream. So to find the time taken, we should know, they have given the distance, we should find the time taken. So first we need to find the speed here. So downstream speed. How do we find the downstream speed? It is nothing but the addition of your speed of your boat and as well as the speed of your still water. So the speed of the stream is 4 and then speed of your boat in still water is nothing but 13. So which is nothing but 13 plus 4, 17 kilometers per hour. So what is the question? Find the time taken by the boat to go 68 kilometers downstream. So they have given the distance as 68 kilometers, We know the speed is nothing but 17 kilometers per hour. So what do? We know the speed and distance formula. Speed is equal to distance by time. So what do we want to find? We want to find the time. So which is nothing but distance by speed. So we know distance is 68 and the speed is 17. So which is nothing but 4. So this gives you the time taken by the boat to go 68 kilometers downstream. The topic that we are going to look today is boats and streams. So let's get started. The first question is, the boat covers 40 kilometers downstream and 20 kilometers upstream in 5 hours each. Find the velocity of the current. Before solving the sum, we know the velocity of the current formula is half into downstream speed minus upstream speed. So let's get started now. So they have given that boat covers 40 kilometers downstream. So distance is 40 kilometers and the time taken is 5 hours each. So downstream also 5 hours, upstream also 5 hours. So the time taken is 5 hours. So we know the formula, speed is equal to distance by time. So we know the distance, we know the time, so let's find the speed. So d is 40 and the time is 5, which is nothing but 8. So the speed downstream is nothing but 8 kilometers per hour. Now we have to find the upstream speed. So upstream speed, similarly, the distance covered is 20 kilometers. Time we know that it's 5 hours each. So the speed is nothing but d by t, which is 20 by 5, which is equal to 4. We know the downstream speed, we know the upstream speed. Let's substitute in the formula. So velocity of current is nothing but half into speed downstream minus speed upstream. So half into what is downstream speed? 8 minus upstream speed is 4. So 4 by 2. So the velocity of the current is 2 kilometers per hour. Let's solve another sum. So the second question is, a boat takes 90 minutes to travel 36 miles downstream than to travel the same distance upstream. If the speed of the boat in still water is 10 miles per hour, find the speed of the stream. So let's get started. So they have given that a boat takes 90 minutes less to travel 36 miles per hour. So first we'll see the downstream speed and the upstream speed. So we know that the speed of the boat in still water is 10. Plus, let's take the unknown value as x. For downstream, we know we have to add it. And for the upstream, we will take it as 10 minus x. So x is nothing but the speed of the stream. So they have also given in the question that it takes 90 minutes less to travel 36 miles, which is nothing but the difference between the downstream and the upstream speed is 90 minutes. So how much distance they have to travel, which is 36. So 36 by 10 minus x minus 36 by 10 plus x is equal to 90 by 60. So let's just cross multiply now. 360 plus 36x minus 360 plus 36x divided by 10 minus x into 10 plus x, which is equal to 90 by 60. So 360 and 360 get cancelled and the remaining is nothing but 72x. So let's solve this. 72x divided by 100 minus x square. This is nothing but 10 plus x into 10 minus x, which is nothing but a square minus b square, which is 10 square, which is 100 minus x square is equal to 90/60. So let's just cross multiply it. 72x into 60 is equal to 90 into 100 minus x square. 2, 3, 4, 144x is equal to 300 minus 3x square. So let's all bring everything to one side. So it becomes 3x square plus 144x minus 300 is equal to 0. And now everything can be solved by 3. So divided by 3. 4s are 12. 8s are minus 100 equal to 0. So the equation that we got is x square plus 48x minus 100 equal to 0. So we know that we can solve it like sum is equal to 48 and product is equal to minus 100, which is nothing but 50 into minus 2, which is equal to x is equal to minus 50 or x is equal to 2. So the value of x is nothing but 2 here. So we know we got two values here. One is x is equal to minus 50 and x is equal to 2. So we do take the positive value. So what is the question? The question was, what was the speed of the stream? So speed of the stream is nothing but 2 miles per hour. So let's go to another question. So the next question is, a man can row at 5 kilometers per hour in a still water. If the velocity of the current is 1 kilometer per hour and it takes him 1 hour to row to a place and come back, how far is the place? So they're basically asking for the distance. So first let's take the downstream. So how much time it takes? It takes 5 kilometers per hour and the current speed is nothing but 1 kilometers per hour. So 5 plus 1, which is nothing but 6 kilometers per hour. So for upstream, which is nothing but 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4 kilometers per hour. So now we know downstream and as well as upstream. So they are basically asking you to find the distance. So they have also told that it takes him 1 hour to row to a place and then come back. So both upstream and downstream. So which is nothing but x by 6 plus x by 4 is equal to 1. So once we solve the sum and find x, that is nothing but the distance of the place. So 4x plus 6x divided by 24 equal to 1. 4x plus 6x is equal to 24. Nothing but 10x is equal to 24 and x is equal to 2.4 kilometers. So the distance of the place is nothing but 2.4 kilometers. So in the present video, we discussed about some of the tougher problems that you might face in boats and streams. In the upcoming videos, we'll be dealing with much tougher problems in the same concept. The topic that we are going to look today is boats and streams part 3. So in the previous parts of boats and streams, we dealt with the basic sums of boats. So now we are going to dive into much tougher problems to understand this concept much better. So let's go to the problem. So they have given a man can row 18 kilometers per hour in still water. It takes him thrice as long as to row down the river. Find the rate of the stream. So we know the basic formula. Speed of the boat is equal to half a plus b and speed of the river is equal to half a minus b, where a is the downstream and b is the upstream. So what they have given in the question, it takes him thrice as long as to row down the river. So a is equal to 3b, where a is the downstream and b is the upstream. So what is the other thing they have given? A man can row at 18 kilometers per hour in still water. So speed of the boat is 18, half a plus b. So what do we know? That a is equal to 3b. So let's substitute it here. 3b plus b. So just cross multiply it, it becomes 36, 4b. So now we know that b is equal to 9. So we know the b value. Now we have to find a. So we know a is equal to 3b. So a is equal to 3 into b, which is 27. So now we know the value of b and a. So what is the question? Find the rate of the stream. So we know the rate of the stream formula is nothing but half a minus b. So speed of the river or the stream is equal to half a minus b, which is half. What is the value of a? 27. What is the value of b? 9. So 27 minus 9 is 18. So half 18, which is nothing but 9. So speed of the river or stream is 9 kilometers per hour. Let's go to the next question. So the question that they have given is, a man can row 40 kilometers upstream and 55 kilometers downstream in 13 hours. He can also row 30 kilometers upstream and 44 kilometers downstream in 10 hours. So find the speed of the man in still water and in current. So we know the final formula of speed of the man in still water and current, which is half a plus b and half a minus b. So in order to find both these formula, we should know the downstream speed and the upstream speed. So we know the downstream speed, we note it as a, and the upstream speed we note it as b. So let's get started to find the upstream and the downstream speed. So what they have given in the question. So a man can row 40 kilometers upstream and 55 kilometers downstream in 13 hours. So this is one equation. Next what they have given, 30 kilometers upstream and 44 kilometers downstream in 10 hours. So we know a formula, speed is equal to distance by time, which can also be denoted as time is equal to distance by speed. As you can see that we have to note the left hand side and the right hand side in the form of time to find the downstream and the upstream speed. That's what we are going to do now. So let's take the equation 1. 40 kilometers upstream. So 40 by b. Why b here? B we denote it as upstream. Why we write it as 40 by b? 40 is the distance and b is your upstream speed plus 55 kilometers downstream, which is equal to 13 hours. So this is equation number 1. Similarly, the second equation is 30 kilometers upstream plus 44 kilometers downstream can be covered in 10 hours. So let's now solve these two equations. So either B or A, we should make it into a common value so that it gets cancelled when we are cancelling the equations. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to multiply this equation by 3 and multiply this equation by 4. Because I thought that it will be easy to cancel B compared to A. So how it can be rewritten as 120B, which is 40 into 3, and then 55 into 3 is nothing but 165A equal to 13 into 3 is 39. So the equation 1 becomes like this. Similarly, the equation B, 4 into 30 is 120B by B plus 44 into 4, 4 4s are 16, 176 by A equal to 10 into 4 is 40. So now let's cancel this equation. These two get cancelled because this is in plus and this is in minus. So this becomes 176 minus 165 is nothing but minus 11 by A, and minus 40 plus 39 is minus 1. So minus minus cancel. So A is equal to 11. So now we know the value of A. You can substitute it in either of the equation and find the value of B. Okay, let me substitute it in the first equation. So 40 by B plus 55 by A is equal to 11, which is equal to 13. 5. So I am taking the 5 this side. So 40 by B. 13 minus 5 is nothing but 8. So B is equal to 5. So now we know the value of A and now we know the value of B. So A is nothing but your downstream and B is nothing but your upstream speed. So now we have to find the value of the speed of the boat and as well as the speed of the river. So as per the question, we have to find the speed of the boat and speed of the river. We already knew the formula. Speed of the boat is half A plus B. Now we know the value of A and B. So half A is 11 plus B value is 5. So 11 plus 5 is 16. So 16 by 2, which is 8 kilometers per hour. So the speed of the boat is nothing but 8 kilometers per hour. Similarly, the speed of the river or the current is half A minus B. So A is 11, B is 5. So 11 minus 5 is 6. So which is nothing but 3 kilometers per hour. So in today's video, we solved two tough problems to understand this concept better. In upcoming videos, we'll be solving much tougher problems to know the overall idea of boats and streams.
Today in this video, we are going to study how to solve some usual difficult boat and stream questions using some shortcut tricks. Here the basic 4 terms are: first one, speed of boat in still water, which we usually represented by X. Then the speed of the stream, which we usually represented by Y. Then the downstream speed, that is the speed of the boat when the boat goes along with the direction of the stream, is represented as U. Then the upstream speed, which is the speed of the boat when the boat goes opposite to the direction of the flow of the stream, which we represented by V. Now let us see the formulas to find out these values. Downstream speed, which represented as U, is equal to X plus Y. So always downstream speed is equal to the sum of the speed of the boat in still water and the speed of the stream. Then upstream speed V is equal to X minus Y. Now let us see the formula to find out X and Y. X and Y in terms of U and V is: X is equal to half of U plus V and Y is equal to half of U minus V. So these are the very basic 4 formulas in boat and streams. Now let us study how to solve those difficult boat and stream questions using some shortcut tricks. Here our first question is: a boat goes 12 km downstream and comes back to the starting point in 3 hours. If the speed of the current is 3 km per hour, then the speed of the boat in still water is. So first let us check which all are the details given in the question. So here it is given: a boat goes 12 km downstream and comes back to the starting point in 3 hours. That is, the one side distance is 12 km and I am taking it as D. D is given as 12 km. and it is given that the boat goes downstream and comes back to the starting point in 3 hours. That is, the total time is given. So I am taking the total time T as 3 hours. So it is 3 hours. Now it is asked, if the speed of the current is 3 km per hour, then the speed of the boat in still water. So the speed of the current, which is, if y is 3 km per hour, find the value of x, speed of the boat in still water. So how can we solve this question? See, here we have a value of d and t. So here we can apply the basic time and distance formula, which is speed is equal to distance by time. Since we have the total time, I am taking this as t is equal to distance by speed. So here what is our t? T is 3. So I am taking 3 is equal to distance by time. We have two cases here, downstream case and upstream case. So the first case is downstream case. For that, the distance is, one side distance is 12 by the speed. So here the speed is of downstream. So downstream speed is x plus y. So we have the value of y. We don't have the value of x. So I am taking it as x plus 3. Then the next case is upstream case. So here we need to take the distance 12 divided by the upstream speed. Upstream speed is x minus y. So here I am taking it as x minus y is equal to 3. So this is the equation. By solving this equation, we will get the value of x. But is it easy to solve this equation? No, because this equation actually contains a quadratic form. It will take more time to solve this question. So how can you solve this equation within seconds? See, in every competitive exam, you have the options, right? So you just take the values from the option and just substitute in the equation and find the answer. Okay? So you can find the answer within seconds. First, I am taking the first option, 12. So when x equal to 12, we'll get, I am taking this as first case, 3 is equal to 12 by 12 plus 3, that is 15, then plus 12 by x, 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. So 12 by 9. So by calculating this, we'll get, by cancelling this with 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 4, 3, 3. See, 4 by 5 plus 4 by 3. So this will give you 4 by 5 is almost like 0.8 and 4 by 3 is something like 1.25. By adding both these values, you will not get 3. So you can eliminate the first option. So I am taking the second case, that is x as 9. So when x is equal to 9, we will get 12 by 9 plus 3, that is 12 by 12. Then 12 by 9 minus 3, that is 12 by 6. Now see here, 12 by 12 is 1 and 12 by 6 is 2, that is 1 plus 2 is 3. So here see the option 2, that is x equal to 9 will satisfy in this equation. So our answer is x is equal to 9. So you can solve these type of questions within seconds by applying this method, that is by taking from the options. So now let us see one more example. So here our question is, the speed of the current is 5 km per hour. A motorboat goes 10 km upstream and back again to the starting point in 50 minutes. The speed of the motorboat in still water is. So here in our question, it is given the speed of the current as 5 km per hour. That is y is equal to 5 km per hour. Then it is given a motorboat goes 10 km upstream and back again to the starting point in 50 minutes. So the total time t here is 50 minutes. Since the time is given in minutes, we need to convert it to hours. So how can we convert minutes to hours? By dividing it by 60. So 50 by 60 is 5 by 6. So 5 by 6 hours is the total time taken for this journey. Then the one side distance given as 10 km. So d is 10 km. Now it is asked to find the speed of the motorboat in still water. So here you need to find the value of x. So which is our formula? Our formula is T is equal to D by S. Here T is 5 by 6. So 5 by 6 is equal to first case, that is downstream case. The distance is 10 kilometer. Then speed, downstream speed is x plus y. So we don't know the value of x. Then y is 5. Then plus upstream case, that is the distance is 10. Then upstream speed, which is x minus y, that is x minus 5. So here you need to substitute the values from the option. So I am taking the first option, which is 25. So I am giving the value of x as 25. I am taking the cases, first case. So 5 by 6 is equal to 10 by 25 plus 5. That is 30. So 10 by 30 is here. Then 10 by 25 minus 5. That is 10 by 20. So here you will get 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2. Okay, by calculating this you will get 5 by 6. See? So the first case will satisfy in our equation. So our answer is x is equal to 25. This way you can solve these type of questions easily. Now let us see another question. Here our question is, the speed of a boat in still water is 12 km per hour. It takes twice as long as to go upstream to a point as to return downstream to the starting point. What is the speed of the current? So here in this question we have given the speed of the boat in still water, that is x is given as 12 km per hour. Then it takes twice as long as to go upstream to a point as to return downstream to the starting point. That is, the time taken for upstream is twice that of the downstream. You know that time and speed are inversely proportional. So we can take it as the speed taken by downstream case is twice that of the speed taken by upstream case. So you can write it as u, which is downstream speed, is twice that of upstream speed, that is twice that of v. So here you know u, that is downstream speed, is x plus y. So here the value of x is given, that is 12 plus y is equal to, what is the value of v? V is x minus y. So x is 12 here, 12 minus y. So by solving this equation, we will get the answer for this question easily. So for that, we will take the values from the options. So here I am taking the first case, that is 8. By taking the value of y as 8, we will get 12 plus 8, that is first case 12 plus 8 is 20. Then 12 minus 8 is 4. So 2 into 4 is 8. So this will not satisfy. So I am taking the second case, that is 4. So 12 plus 4 is 16. Then 12 minus 4 is 8. So 8 into 2 is 16. So the second case will satisfy this equation, that is our answer is 4. Y is equal to 4. Hope this video was helpful. For more videos, please visit and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.